In 2019, whilst I was working for investment bank, I would go to work every single day, work on high profile projects and high profile clients. And I felt like, okay, I am doing something that is reputable because that's how I was brought up, that working for investment bank is a big deal. It's the society that conditioned me to think that was the right thing to do. And I kept going through that motion until I had that realization, what am I doing? What am I actually doing? That realization really hit me hard because I was making money. I was around very successful people. I was around a lot of wealth. But this realization occurred that within me, I felt so small. I felt that I am doing something that is not in alignment with who I am actually. And the reason I was in this pattern and this loop of working and making money and proving others that, hey, I am successful is because of the conditioning that I went through, the society that I lived in, the environment that I lived in that taught me that working for investment banks is a big deal. That is amazing. That is the highest thing you could do. So I felt like this ego that was getting satisfied with this knowingness that I am doing something that is high profile. People are going to value me. I'm going to make money and I would feel powerful. And that realization occurred in 2019 and that's when I realized the lie that I was telling myself based on what I was taught. And that was a huge thing for me because it felt like everything that I worked for just came crashing down with that realization that actually I am not living my true self. My true self is here to create, is here to lead, is here to empower, and is here to speak the truth. By being in an environment that is so controlled, that is so bureaucratic, that you cannot even speak your mind, told me that I am so in misalignment with who I am. And that's why I recognized why I felt so small, even though I was making money, even though I was surrounded by wealthy people, even though I was meeting very influential people, I felt small because I was not creating my life according to who I am from within. And this is why I want to share this with you because it doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter how much society tell you that this is the right thing for you to do. If that does not feel in alignment, if that does not feel that this is who you are, and if you are not stepping into your truest version that feels empowered, that feels that this is my calling, this is what I'm meant to do, doesn't matter what you do, you will feel small. This is why God wants you to create because you are the creator and you are here to co create. You have done enough consuming. And I was in this pattern of consuming, consuming so much knowledge, consuming from wealthy people, consuming from the institution, from education system, from YouTube. I was just consuming a lot because I felt that I'm not enough yet to step into my power. So I found myself consuming that I'm not good enough, that I'm not good enough, even though I was in this high paying job, even though I was working for investment banks, even though I was surrounded with highly successful people, I was still feeling that I am not enough. And the reason I was feeling that I'm not enough is because I was not creating my truest desire. My truest self was not shining. It was soul sucking. I felt depleted because I was doing something that society told me to do. And I was in this loop of consuming, thinking that I am not enough. So I am consuming material from other people. I am consuming and looking up to other people and thinking they know better and they know more. And this is why I'm sharing this with you, because it's time to start creating. It's time to step into that, your truest self that wants to create. Until you start creating something for yourself, doesn't matter how big or small that is, that fulfillment doesn't come through regardless of the job. And this is why I gave you my example, so that you recognize it is irrelevant how much money you're making. It is irrelevant, because if it is not in alignment with your true purpose, your true calling, and your true self, you will find yourself in this loop that you are only consuming and you are only listening to other people because you are thinking you are not there yet, and you are thinking that you are not enough yet, and therefore you have to keep doing what society tells you until you become good enough. But that's the lie that you have been taught. It is not the truth. The truth is you are born a creator. God, creator, almighty, divine light has created you from his light. So you have that light within, and you have that leadership within. It's about acknowledging that leader that is within, that is ready to create, that is already knows that it is capable of creating. And the longer you take and play this game that you are not enough, because what society told you, the longer it will take you to feel good enough. So it's time to start taking ownership of your life. It's time to start co creating. It's time to start taking power in your hand, because it is in your hand, because you are capable of doing that. So, what I want you to know, that you have consumed enough and you know enough that you no longer need to sit around and wait for something to happen. It's time to take that power in your hand, because it is in your hand. There's nobody can teach you what you already have, because it is within. God has created you with that gift that is within you. So if you are waiting for somebody to help you, to lift you up, then you will be waiting for a long time, because if you do not allow yourself to be lifted, nobody can lift you up. This is why it is so important to start taking ownership in your hand and start creating what you truly want to create, is stepping into that leadership, because you are a leader of your own life. So recognize this, the importance of realizing your own power, the importance of recognizing your own truth. Until you step into that truth and you start creating, you will continuously consume things that other people say. And my job is to tell you the truth, that you already have that light, that power within to start creating. So tap into that. Other than that, if you would like me to help you come closer to your own truth, to heal what has been holding you back, then do check out Healing into Wealth Masterclass. That is for free. With that, like this video if you like this video, and subscribe to my channel. And may the light in me reaches the light in you.